If I were to ask you if you knew what climate change was, what would you say? Well, chances are you'd likely say that you knew what climate change is. But what I think people fail to understand is how bad climate change really is affecting our planet. According to the World Wildlife Fund, the number of lions in Africa have decreased by 65%. The number of flying insects in Europe have decreased by 75%. And the number of bluefin tuna in the Pacific Ocean have decreased by a whopping 95%. And it's not happening just to our animals either. It's also happening to our ecosystems too. Each year, 12,000 square kilometers of ice in the Arctic melts. Each year, 120,000 square kilometers of land turns into deserts. And each year, 25 centimeters of land gets sunk underwater. Which might not sound like a lot to you, but that's actually plenty. So much so that scientists predict that by the year 2100, whole entire countries like the Bahamas will be fully submerged underwater. This isn't just a small-time danger. This is an emergency happening everywhere due to climate change, killing life. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Mawali Ahmad Zuhdi and I am an 11th grader from SMAI Dian Didaktika. Before I start my speech, I would like to tell you all that I'm very honored to be able to enter this speech competition held by ALBACADABRA2025. Today, I will be talking about climate change and how we, the youth, can do to stop this. Now, when we sit at home all day on our phones, watching TikTok or Instagram Reels, we might think that the world outside is doing all fine and dandy, that it's a beautiful day outside, birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and everything's going as usual. But reality isn't as simple as that. Out there, polar bears are losing their habitats because of melting ice. The coral reefs, so-called rainforests of the sea, are bleaching and dying out due to warmer, more acidic climates. And let's not forget about the poor koalas in Australia. The koalas who have been dying due to recent wildfires, which, according to Al Jazeera, have killed over 60,000 koala lives. But why should we care? Why can't we just go on as usual on our day and forget about all of this? Well, the thing is, our nature isn't just grass and bugs that we can step on. It's a system that we rely on too. Take bees, for example. They're small creatures, but without bees, we wouldn't have the honey that millions of people consume each day. And with climate change ruining bees' habitats, well, people in the future won't really have honey anymore. And the situation with climate change now has gotten really bad. So bad that scientists say that we are experiencing the Earth's sixth mass extinction. And unlike the asteroids that killed the dinosaurs, this time it's our fault. But because it is our fault means that we can fix this too. Yes, the problems might be huge, massive even, but so are the solutions if we act accordingly. But what are they? And what can we, the youth, do to stop all this? Well, first thing first, what we can do is reduce our use of energy. Yes, I know, everyone nowadays tells you to turn off your lights, turn off your AC, or turn off everything. But the thing is, it is as simple as that, and it is as easy as that. If you're outside, well, turn off your lights, turn off your AC, and if you're not using your PC, then turn it off like this right here. Second thing is to spread awareness. We need to educate others about how bad the climate crisis really is. We must keep this conversation alive. Because if people don't know how bad the world is doing right now, then how else are we supposed to fix it? And the last thing we can do is to speak up. We might not realize it, and it's hard to imagine, but we, you, me, are the people that will lead this world in the future. And that means that we must be educated. We must pick the right leaders who will prioritize our ecosystem. Make a world where when we speak up, decision makers listen. Now, I know this all sounds overwhelming, and trust me, I feel that too. But if we don't do this now, then our future generations might see animals like elephants or tigers as things of the past, like how we see dinosaurs today. And we don't want that, don't we? But the good thing is, we have the power and the ability to rewrite our ending. An ending where humanity beats climate change. So let's not wait for a superhero to come upon us, because we are the superheroes that this world needs. And together, we will beat climate change. That's all for me. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.